Hello guys, it's April 7th, 2017. I'm just gonna give you a quick update of the garden. So on this wall, the saffron crocus is still here, but the leaves are definitely turning yellow as you can see. And the snowdrops are doing well. Summer snowflake flower is right here. The flower actually looks way better now. I guess I just need to give it some time. But yeah, this is the summer snowflake flower right here. Um, and that's the checker lily. More snowdrops over here. I don't see any flowers though. Hydrangea is coming up for sure. Hopefully the flowers will open soon. Yeah, there's a lot of flowers on this hydrangea. And then the daffodils are coming up for sure. I do want to cut some of these and then put them indoor. I can see 3 varieties here. So this one is one of the variety. Is the one with a more saturated yellow and a more faded yellow on the outside. And then the variety with both faded yellow outside and inside. And you can see the pattern is a little different versus this one. You can see the difference. And then the third variety is the one with the orange center. Right here. Yeah. We have a pretty nice collection of daffodils. And then let's see. The Puskinia flowers has pretty much all opened. As you can see, the flower is small. They're white flowers with blue veins at each petal. I'll give you a close up, and then you can see the yellow little stuff in the flower. And yeah, we have a lot of flowers coming up from these plants, which is awesome. And then the grape hyacinth is still here. And then this one, the flower is coming up. I remember this from last year. This flower is the last one to come up too, so it makes sense. And then you can see a lot of plants are coming up too. But then only a few of them are coming up with flowers. I'll give you a close-up of the flower. It's purple. The shape is similar to this one, but we'll see. And then I moved the peonies outside of the greenhouse, and then it's still growing very slowly, but I'm excited to see what it looks like. I moved the clover outside too. As you can see, it's very healthy. And also I do want to show you this little what is this? I feel like it looks like some sort of ivy vine, but it's been dormant during the winter, and as you can see, it's sending out a new leaf now. And I moved the herbs onto this side, and as you can see, the rosemary has started to flower right here. It's a purple flower. Not sure if there's more flower on other. No, these flower hasn't opened yet over there. You can see, but yeah, these are the first few flowers on this plant. It's pretty nice. And then the lavender is definitely growing a lot. Not sure if there's gonna be flower this year, but I don't think so. Those looks like leaves. But yeah, these are the lavenders. As in the greenhouse, all the plants looks fine. A lot of condensation, as you can see. And then the catnips are still coming up slowly. Oops, sorry, the focus is not very good. Might just open this for you. Okay, so this is catnips. still growing very slowly, but it's getting bigger for sure. The artichokes are coming up. You can start to see the actual leaves of the artichoke. There's more artichoke in this pot. And another catnip over there. Show you a close-up of the catnip. A close-up for the artichoke. Yep. And then the raspberry right here. So you can see it's growing pretty fast now, and you can see the flower buds already right there. Yeah, the raspberries coming up, and you can see here's some new growth too. New growth on this spike too, right here. New growth on this spike too. So yeah, it's taking off now. You can see a lot of new growth down there too. But yeah, raspberry is coming up. It's not really focusing. Okay, finally. But yeah, you can see all the flower buds already. Raspberry. And then the lily of the valley right here. Oops. The white variety is sending out a few more new plants right there. And then right here is the bigger one. Not sure if there's more. I'm sure there's gonna be more, but this is the lily of the valley. And then the pink variety, there's a lot more plants around. You can see here's a few more. There's a few more over here. And then you can see the flowers coming up too. It's gonna be pink. Right there. Lily of the valley. Blueberry. Blueberry flowers is about to open. Right here, I'll show you a close-up. This is the blueberry flowers. Yeah. And then I moved the tulip. Oops. I moved the tulip onto the table to maximize the sunlight exposure. As you can see, all the flowers are coming up now. These are, I think, are the red flowers right here. And then there's a few yellow flowers. A little deformed though, as you can see the petals are kind of weirdly shaped. But yeah, a lot of flowers are coming up, as you can see. And then the lily variety tulips are coming up too. You can see a flower over here. Not sure if there's more flower, but we'll see. And then I moved the crocus over here. As you can see, most of the flower had faded already. And now the leaves are definitely coming up, and I wanted to add as much photosynthesis as possible, so that's why I put it over here. And yeah, it's pretty windy today, so I can definitely smell the hyacinth. It smells so good. Yeah, but all the hyacinth flowers are up now. The pink one, the red one, magenta one. It's very bright magenta. This one, it's very pretty and smells very good. And then the white one. This white is very pretty too. A lot of white ones over there. And then over there's another one, and then the blue one. I think we actually only had have 3 blue ones or purple ones, but yeah, this is the blue ones right here, and then the tiny one over here. It smells really good. Give it a close up. Ooh, this variety is actually pretty interesting. Look at that. The pink with a green tip on the petals. But yeah, these are the hyacinth. And then the rhubarb. Flowers definitely coming up, as you can see. I'm gonna cut them off pretty soon though. But yeah, the rhubarb are doing really well. There's 3 flower spikes, 1, 2, and 3. But yeah, as you can see, the leaves are huge as usual. Right here, a comparison. This one is huge too. There's a comparison of the leaf to the size of my hand. Yeah. And then as you can see, the blueberry for this one is the flowers are opening already. Here you can see the flower has opened. There's the stamen, and I forgot the names, but yeah, this is the flowers of the blueberry. They're all opened. Well, not all open, but a lot of them has opened, at least for this one. And then the hydrangea is definitely getting greener and greener every week. This flower is about to open, as you can see right here. And yeah, this is pretty healthy looking for now. And I still haven't gotten to cutting off this seeds. Don't think it really needs that much care because this grape hyacinth is pretty hardy. But still a good idea to cut it off, I think. But other than that, you can see that most of the flower has faded away. And the lily, it's definitely coming up. As you can see, there's a lot of plants, lily plants. Hopefully we can get flower from each individual plants. That would be a lot of lily plants. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, as you can see, we have a lot of lily plants in this one. And I took this off and then planted some new cypress vine seeds and then put it in greenhouse right here. This one. So it's gonna take a while to get the sprouts. What else? Oh, the poppy still coming up pretty slowly. Yeah, there's a lot of plants all over the place, but it's just kind of slow. And then the asparagus, it's glorious. As you can see, it's pretty thick, dark green and red, purple-ish color. But yeah, it's pretty thick, and it's coming up for sure. Yeah. And as for the indoor garden, nothing much has changed. The stone pine looks good still. There's some new growth, as you can see this brighter green at the tip of each branch. This orchid is still flowering. The flower is still here. Lots of flower. But I haven't seen any new growth from this actual plant, so I'm a little worried that it's actually going to die. Yeah, I don't see any new growth, so I'm a little worried. And this orchid is doing well. As you can see, there's a new growth, so I'm definitely excited for this orchid. It's definitely doing well because there's a new growth. That's kind of an indicator of the health of the plant. Yeah, as you can see, there's no new growth on this one, so might not be as healthy. And this one, there's no new growth as well, and the leaves are kind of turning yellow too, so I'm kind of sure that this one is not going to produce new plants, and it's just gonna die away. And then the staghorn fern is doing well. The string of pearls is doing well too. As you can see, there's new growths. This branch is getting longer right here. And then the other orchids, this one is doing well too. The flower is still here. That one is, oh, it's doing well too. This one, lots of new growth. As you can see, there's a new leaf coming up in here, and then the new plant right there is still coming up. And then this orchid over here, flower is still here. And then overall the plant is still healthy, I think. And This fern, it was a little dry yesterday and it was a little droopy. So I watered it yesterday and it looks much healthier right now. And then some other orchids. This one, I think it's doing well. Look at this. This thing over here, it's getting bigger. This new growth over here is getting bigger. I'm not sure what that is. Could be flower, could be leaf. I've never had this orchid, so I'm not sure. Right here, you can see that. It's getting bigger. This fern is doing well too. As you can see, this new leaf is healthy. This peacock plant is doing very well too. A lot of new leaves coming up still. Spider plant is healthy too. This Hoya plant is doing very well. As you can see, this new leaf is coming up. This new branches are taking off pretty nicely with some new leaves growing, and yeah, overall most of the plants are pretty happy.